Welcome to Four Real Sisters podcast, unscripted, unfiltered, unforgettable. Hi, I'm Samantha.
Hi, I'm Karen. Hi, I'm Trudy.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
And this week's topic is about the dream and detours of our lives. And if we are, where we imagined we would all be.
I don't know if I imagined being anywhere really. I don't think about it like that. When I was younger, I always wanted to be a teacher.
I remember you wanted to be a maths teacher.
I wanted to be a maths teacher. There was just one small problem. I didn't want to go to university.
It was a shame.
So that didn't happen.
And back then, did you have to go to university to become a teacher?
Yeah, of some sort.
You still
could become a university.
Do you not? Yeah. Can you not do like an...
I don't understand. You've got to have a university degree.
Yeah.
So that was that out of the question.
Oh, what a shame.
So I went into working with numbers and I have no regrets there. I enjoy working with numbers.
I can't see you being a teacher anyways.
Oh, I could.
No. Thanks. Could you have seen me as being a teacher?
You'd have been a bossy one.
You could a cooking teacher.
You know what?
That's what she would have been.
I think I could have been a teacher, but I would have probably been sacked a long time ago.
I couldn't have been.
Because
if I was a teacher, I would have been sacked, but I might have gone to prison.
The thing is, I just know that I'd be very disciplined and kids would be going home crying to the parents, and it's like, no, you know what? I'm your teacher, you do as you're told.
So one of my grandchildren, she said she wanted to be a teacher, and when I asked her mum the other day, I said, oh, does she still want to be a teacher? And she said, no. I said, why? She goes, she said that all the kids are so naughty. She said she just wouldn't want to be a teacher. And I said, I thought
the teachers have just lost a bit of power.
I thought that was a shame. I thought it was quite sad, actually. I'll never forget one of my daughters saying to me, good job you're not a teacher, Mum. And I used to say, why? You know, in primary schools, they've always got the cupboards, haven't they? Where all the books and that are. Yeah. They've got them in every room. And they've got where they pan the coats. Yeah. She said, I can just imagine you just hooking them up. Showing door. Showing door. She said, you'd get sacked. Matilda.
I keep watching Matilda. I've watched that so many times just recently.
Honestly?
Yeah. It's a fine line. I think all the way through school, I never knew what I wanted to do. I went through every single career that there was. I know Dad wanted me to go to art college. I didn't want to do that. And I'm sure it was only in Carlisle.
I thought it was Edinburgh.
But I just remember thinking, I'm sure it was Carlisle, because I remember thinking it's too far away and I didn't want to leave home. It's really weird how I felt that. I just thought I'd never ever move away from Kendal. So I stayed on for a year and did that business studies. There was only one thing I wanted to do, was go in the army, and Mum wouldn't let me. I remember her saying no. So I think if she'd have let me go, I think my life would have been completely different now.
You see, I wanted to be a mechanic. I wanted to do something with sciences to start off with. But the way that you chose your subjects at secondary school when I was there, I couldn't do the sciences that I wanted to do. So I'd come out and I wanted to be a mechanic. The school had even arranged for a placement for me. And Mum again turned around and said no.
Do you think it's like...
Yeah, no, but it's hairdressing.
Do you think it's like an old-fashioned thing where Mum didn't want us to do men's jobs sort of thing? Because she has apologised to me since.
Yeah, I don't think she wanted to do men's jobs. She didn't want you to move away. And I know one of my daughters is quite interested in going into the army. And she actually said to me, you'd let her go? I was like, yeah, of course I would.
People said that to me about mine when he went. And they actually said to me, how can you let them go? I said, well, it's their choice. Yeah. I'm here to listen to them and let them decide what they want to do and just encourage it. Yeah. So I would never stop them, neither of them, from doing anything.
See, my son wanted to do it from 4 years old. Wanted to join the army. He did it, and I'm glad he did.
Well, maybe that's a lesson we've learnt off our mum, not to say, no, you can't do it.
I would never say no anyway.
No.
You know, I remember when mine was there. I remember when mine went for the medical, and so he was 16. And I remember this receptionist woman said, it's so lovely to see you, come with him, because there's so many lads at 18 turn up for the medicals to go into the military, and basically they've gone without parents and they're not speaking to the parents because the parents won't sign it before they're 18. Because before they're 18, you've got to give consent, and then they get to 18 and they go and do it anyway. So, why would you do that to your child to then not have that relationship with them?
We dropped our son off down at Winchester. And it was, a 6-hour journey home. Cried every single minute of it.
Yeah, but it is hard as parents, isn't it? We can never want to let them go anywhere.
I think
but it is part of life. I would never want to stop.
God, no.
I mean, to be fair, Mum saying no to us, she's very lucky, really, that we're all speaking to her. I mean, she had fun at the weekend, didn't she, in Mark Kelly's?
Yeah,
Going off a tangent. Yeah, we took her to Blackpool and we went to Mark Kelly's. Yeah, she had some fun there. But so she's very lucky, really, isn't she?
Yeah.
That we are all still speaking to her and we sort of forgive her for it.
Yeah. And then like 3 of us went into doing bookwork with numbers.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I had to do that. I literally had to do that. So I can't remember, is it Mrs. Barker at school? And all I wanted to do, the only other interesting thing I wanted to do was type. So these were proper manual typewriters with the carbon paper in the paper. And I remember doing the business diploma. Got loads of distinctions with it and passed it with flying colours. So it was obviously something I needed to do.
Yeah.
I needed the background for the bookkeeping because still, all my life, I still didn't know. I didn't have a passion of what I wanted to do. So I have to admit, this podcast has sort of given me that fire in my belly.
Yeah.
And now I've got the experience of the bookkeeping and everything else for when we're massive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So everything does happen for a reason, but it's taken a long time. To think I'm 57 and I've never had that vision of what I wanted to do.
I think there's a lot of people like that. See, I think, Trudy, you were given a lucky escape not having to do Dad's books when you were young. Because I think probably by the time you got to like 12, 13, he wouldn't have been doing as much.
Well, he wasn't because Catherine came along.
Yeah.
And it stopped.
Yeah.
What did you want to be, Trude, when you were young?
A dancer. But then Dad would never take us to Kendal to dancing classes.
And when you think about it, it was only 2 miles away.
I know.
Could have even walked.
3.
Or 2 or 3 miles.
Could have gone bus.
Could have got on bus.
But I've never really thought about it. But I always, when I was at big school, I always kept saying to myself, I wanted an Astra, but like a metallic green one, and I've passed my test, and I wanted to go travelling.
And how old were you when you passed your driving test?
36.
Yeah, you were late one.
Yeah. Can I actually ask, why did you actually wait for that long?
Because I didn't have the confidence to do it, and life is based on confidence.
Yeah.
And then I just, off other people, I just got pushed into it.
I bet you're glad you did it now, though, aren't you?
Yeah, but people just kept saying, why aren't you passing your test, why aren't you doing this, all the time, constantly. And then one morning I just
that's really good, though. Yeah.
I'm going to do it for myself.
Yeah.
And I did it. Passed first time. Passed my theory first time. Well done.
Yeah.
And then not look back.
God, didn't even have a theory when I passed my test.
Okay.
I passed my test 3 months after I was 17. So it was literally the 25th of April, which turned out Abigail was born that day. And all I did, I remember had a Mr. something beginning with S it was. And he was the worst driving instructor that took you for a lesson. And it was across the school field, wasn't it? So I got him there.
Yeah.
And I can remember what I had on. I had a long navy blue white checked skirt and shirt from George Edwardian because I was working there on a Saturday. And back of my knees were sweating like mad. And I went off driving with him. And then as I come back round Station Corner, I remember speeding round there and having to brake, thinking, oh my God, I'm like where Burrells was, like cornering round here. Pulled up and he asked me these 3 questions and I think I only answered 1, maybe 2. And I thought, I failed here. Next minute he turned around and goes, you've passed. And I didn't dare speak. Didn't dare say anything. He said he was going to, in case he failed me, because I spoke.
Oh.
Yeah, and I passed. Apparently he told the driving instructor that I was one of the safest people he'd felt with.
Wow.
Did that make sense? One of the safest people he'd felt with.
No.
That's not didn't make
Okay,
sense.
that's what I'm
I was going to say, but I liked your outfit.
Had me outfit, yeah.
Yeah, did you have a little skimpy skirt on?
No, it was a long skirt, but it was fitted. And I remember my back of my legs being bare, and literally sweat was rolling. I was like, sweating and nervous.
I'm not saying about my driving.
She drove into a wall at Mum's house. Mum and Dad's house, drive.
We had in a little red sooty van.
What? On your chest?
Oh, I remember that.
No.
Sooty van.
I think, did I used to take you out?
You took me out once, and I stopped in Wildman Street. You know when you come round from Man Street onto Wildman Street, I actually stopped the van there, and I got out, and she went, what are you doing? I said, you can stick it up your ass.
Say it, just say it.
Up your fucking ass. I said, I am not getting back in this car with you, this van with you. I did the same with Stephen. I said, because I said, you're not taking me either of them. Oh my God, it was horrific. I'll never forget one time when I got to learning to drive, Jonathan bought a car, and he was like, I'll sit in with you. I really didn't want him to sit in because he's just impatient. And I'll never forget, Jessica and Daniel were sat in the back. And I can remember we'd gone the back rows. We were coming up, I'm laughing. Burnside, and we were coming up Kentwig, and there was 2 cyclists, but they were at the side of each other. Well, I'm a learner, and oh my God, got up, and I had to go really slow. Then I think I nearly stalled it. I got to the side when Jonathan's window was down. I turned around up to him and I went, "Tosser! Tosser!" And that was it. I was off. Next minute, next minute, behind. They're coming. I got to traffic lights on Burnside Road. And I was like, "Jonathan, put your window, put your window." Next minute, he's knocking on window, going like this. And I was like, "Don't put it down, don't put it down." And then anyway, Jonathan opened it and he goes, "Was there any need for that?" And Jonathan was like, "Why are you going 2 abreast up the hill like that? And there is learners and stuff like that and cars coming down. It's not right." Okay. Well, there was not. Anyways, I'd set off. And then we got to Spa.
Oh, no, they didn't follow you.
No, got to Spa. Jonathan was like, "Right, pull up." Pulled up. One of them turned around and went, "Oh, what? They had really bad breath." So I started laughing. Jonathan just went, "Get out of the car." And I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Get out of the car. That's it. I'm never sitting in with you again." Honestly, it was so funny.
It is hard sitting in. I remember I sat in with Mum quite a lot when she was learning.
I sat in with Mum.
Mum was a bit of a maniac.
I sat in with Mum when she had the accident and wrote her car off.
What accident?
We were sat at...
I don't remember this.
Burnside Road. And she went to put it into first, put it into reverse, put her foot on the accelerator and shot back.
Was that in one of the Fiestas?
Could have been, yeah.
We had 2 Fiestas that we learned in. she obviously learned at the same time as me.
Yeah,
I don't think Dad never took me out.
Dad had to come.
No, Dad never.
Dad never took any of us out.
My boyfriend at the time took me out.
Yeah, no.
Driving.
I went with driving instructor. But I had my first lesson. I think I was 17 on Friday the 13th. Had my first lesson on the Saturday. Then on the Monday, I got rushed into hospital. Didn't drive for 8 weeks after that. No, it was my bowel.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I didn't drive for 8 weeks after that. So it was like that first lesson and then getting back into it, it was like, oh. But I mean, 3 times I took my test. First time I had an instructor.
I was going to say to you, how many times did he take?
No.
Honestly, no. You still got it now, Karen.
Yeah, no, Stephen says, do you know what? He actually says that he doesn't feel safe with anybody else but me.
No, I feel safe with you, but you're erratic, aren't you? You like a swear and a shout.
Dad's like that. Dad this morning coming here was a nightmare.
And then
it goes quite fast. It goes quite fast.
When we drove down to when we went for your, was it your 50th? Yeah, because you're not 60 yet. Sister went for 50th. Down in Lancashire.
Bredbury Hall we went. We went to Bredbury Hall.
You had a 7-seater.
Right.
Karen, so you took us. Yeah. And I think I was in the back.
Right. Mm.
And I arrived there and said that was the worst journey of my life and I'm never getting in the car with you again.
Yeah, well, I had the worst journey with her daughter who was sat in a BMW, laid back, like she's driving, just smoking a vape the whole way there. And I'm sat up, like, higher than her, and she's like that. And I'm like, I was terrified.
I think
she was terrified. She picked me up, do you remember?
We didn't know how she could see over at Stephen.
Yeah, I was terrified. It's like this. She was like this.
That's a bit like that. She's like that now.
It's just like literally.
But I had sharples.
I just have a thing of you hossing us around this roundabout swearing. It's like, oh no, are we even going to get there?
He did. But no, sharples. So he was testing Lancaster, who was then testing me. So when I got out of the car, I can't remember, David, I can't remember what his last name was.
Oh no, it doesn't matter, we don't need to.
No, right, so he turned around and said, you failed as soon as you got in that seat. Because he was testing him, so he would never have passed you. So like the thing is, and then I had sharples.
Oh, so you had 2 people testing?
Yeah, yeah, I had a tester.
Testing a tester.
Testing a tester. So then the second time I had that sharples, it was horrible.
Staples,
that's was it. I knew he was beginning to death. He was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't like women. He was horrible. He maybe just liked you because you were tall.
Maybe he was scared of it.
And then I had Lancaster the third time. And it was it's wonder I didn't fail. I thought I had failed. And you know when you think you failed and you think, oh, sod it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what maybe I felt like when I pulled up. I thought I'd speeded. Yeah.
It was really frosty, and I hadn't told anybody, not even my other half. He was a bit thingy really because I didn't tell him, but no, I passed.
That's well done. So what did you went to hairdressing then after?
Yeah, but not for long.
I remember you should have carried on with your beauty therapy. I used to love coming for them pedicures every 2 weeks.
It's boring though, Sam. I'm sorry for all you beauty therapists out there. You probably find it really interesting. But when you've got a brain that needs to be on the go all the time, he said, I like the teaching side of it. I did like the teaching side of it.
Karen's done everything for everyone.
You have done a lot, Karen, haven't you?
She's done it for all of us.
Yeah.
And I'd still like to do more.
Oh.
See,
Well, all I can say is, I've not got a career, right? But I'm a good mum.
But you know what?
So I was
going to say that. So basically, I always used to struggle with what my purpose was. You know, like when you were growing up, what's your purpose? And I decided what my purpose was bringing my 2 kids up.
Yeah.
And going through all the adversity and everything else I've gone through. Yeah. That's my purpose, was to keep positive and keep...
I agree with that.
Keep going.
Absolutely.
I mean, I loved it when I remember when I went to train to be an aerobics teacher. I loved that, absolutely loved it. But I remember the teacher saying that once you learn how to teach, you're never going to enjoy it again the same. And she's right there, because I literally don't. I don't enjoy it. No. I think you get too picky on how somebody's teaching. I just sort of lost it, because considering I've done it for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden I just can't find a class I would even like to go to.
That's actually really good what you just said then, because I loved learning all that. I loved, when I did the hairdressing, I loved that whole learning side of it.
Yeah.
I liked learning all about the beauty therapy. I liked to learn everything.
You were good as well.
Absolutely everything. And it's that learning. It's like, oh wow, because your brain's soaking it all up. And then when you actually come to do it, I mean, massage and facials, I used to want to go to sleep. Seriously, I don't want to go to sleep.
Remember, you used to come round to our house all the time with your bed and put it up in the living room.
Yeah, do massages, stuff like that. But it's just like, what are you thinking about when you're doing all that? My brain needs to be working all the time.
Yeah. Does that make sense? So
I've got a brain.
Well, you know what? I feel with you, Julie. You just lack confidence, like you said. So let's hope, because we've been doing these podcasts now. We've done a few.
Yeah, but I do like doing the artwork.
And you're good at it.
I love doing the artwork.
Really, really good at it. I mean, your cards and your pictures.
Have you done loads of Christmas cards? Because we're on 9th of December now.
No.
I will get there. I'll get there.
Yeah, you're
just in a little blip at the moment.
And you've got a birthday coming up, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I tell you what as well. So over all the years, I think many times we've all said it would be nice for us to do something together.
Yeah.
So we're actually doing it. So maybe this is what we've built up with all our experiences in life.
Because we do have to think of this stuff, don't we? We have to think about it. It's not just
do, and it's like I think when you, it's like I've got into a habit. I don't know if it's a habit or I think it might just be me, where things happen. And once I've dealt with it, I forget about it and I just literally brush it away. So to think about the memories that we've had to do with this podcast, sometimes I'm like... And then I'll get home and think, oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, whereas Karen remembers everything.
Yeah.
With a bit of exaggeration sometimes.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so. I do remember.
You're probably a lot like Dad that way, where you remember stuff.
I don't know, sometimes Dad comes out with things and I'm thinking, that wasn't right.
Well, I think he likes to exaggerate on it.
Oh, I think you're right.
But it is interesting though how there could be one memory and all four of us could have a different version of it.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
It's our perception, isn't it? It's our perception of how things worked out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, did you all, when you were at school, just think you were just going to grow up, get married, have a house, get married and have kids?
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to go travelling.
I remember you actually saying when you were 15 that you never wanted kids.
No, I didn't.
And I do remember it quite clearly.
Didn't want kids. I wanted to go travelling.
Well, Mum was surprised that I actually had kids. Because I think because I was 16 when Catherine came along, I realised how hard it was. So I think that's probably why I waited till 26. But when I was at school, I always remember saying, I used to joke about it all the time with all my friends, that I'm not bothered, I'm not getting married. Because Mum and Dad obviously have been together since we were 15 and 13. And it's like I used to say, I'm not doing it. And if I'm single by 30 and I want a kid, I'm just going to go out, get somebody, I'll get pregnant and not tell them. Honestly, but you've got to be careful what you say. Because the amount of times I said that, I said, you know, when you're 14, 15, you talk about it like, your daughter will be, you know what I mean? You just talk about stuff, don't you? What do you want to do? And I think back then, the norm thing was to meet somebody, get married, have a house and have kids. Wasn't it? That was really the major thing. There was some people that went out and had a career, but the general people just did that back then. You're talking like 1980s, early 1980s. So you've got to be careful what you ask for, because ironically, I did end up, when I got to my early 30s, 31, I had these 2 kids and I've ended up bringing them up on my own. You have to really be careful what you say.
Words are very powerful. Now, I do remember, I think I must have only had 2, the girls, and I went to college, to night school, and I did supervisory management. And I absolutely loved it.
I don't know how you did it, having all them kids and studying all what you did. I actually don't know how you did it.
I loved it. Oh my God.
It was a breather for
I had to go away.
It was a breather for
but I worked as well. I had to go away for a week's residential. And at the time I was sort of like...
When kids were little?
Yeah, he didn't want me to go.
Well, did you not go? Were little though, weren't they?
Yeah, I'm talking like probably 2 and 3 years old, and it's a long time to leave them for a week. When you work, we're trying to work and everything else. But no, I used to work. I worked as well. My kids worked and went to college.
So you're like
and everything I did.
You're like one of them university students. See, I'd never wanted to go to university.
I just like learning. That's what it is. Even if it's an online learning class, I like to learn, and I like to learn different things all the time.
See, there's different ways that people learn as well, isn't
there? And that's probably what you like to read.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the books I've got on making soaps, and I've got it all printed out now for making my own facial creams and things like that. I've got all organic, and I want to grow all the herbs.
So people learn in different ways. That's for that.
No, just go to the shop and buy it.
So I'm a visual learner. Somebody standing in front of me and shows me something, I pick it up quicker than actually reading through text. And it's like, I get impatient. As I want to learn it and just do it.
I get impatient.
And I've got to be really, really interested in something if I'm going to learn it.
Yeah.
I'm sort of like, no, I'm not interested in doing it.
I want to experiment making different cookies and cakes and things. Will you all taste them if I start making them?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely, of course. We would love to. So then, did you plan kids? Like when you were at school?
Oh, I wouldn't have even thought about it.
That's what I mean. Maybe they don't. They probably don't do it now.
No.
They probably don't think that way anymore.
I don't think
I didn't have a plan.
Maybe me, I did because I was the oldest. Maybe mum and dad were still together. And I think people just used to talk about mum and dad still being... Wasn't a lot of people divorced when I was at school. Whereas nowadays a lot of people are out there.
I wouldn't change my kids now for the world.
Oh, no. No, I love it. I wouldn't change anything. No, I wouldn't change anything that's happened to me.
I think if anybody said to me, the only thing I would change is I would go back to school and learn. And I didn't because I just messed about.
But you can always do that though.
I know, but it's like back again, confidence.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to go to college
to
sit with a load of kids.
And it's a big thing. It is
I have a story about that actually. I do have a little story about that. So when I left school after being there for a year, so I stayed on for a year. Really, I loved school. I should have stayed on for 2 years. When I look back now, I got a job at Leyland Ford. Is Leyland Ford still around?
No.
That was my first job I got at Leyland Ford.
Oh,
then,
and then what's the one on
we do have a Ford garage.
Yeah, we do have a Ford garage.
So when I was about 18, 19, I thought, I'm going to go back to college and do my AAT because I'd only done like bookkeeping, payroll and everything with this business diploma. So I remember went to Kendall College, signed up, got there on the first day, and obviously when they were starting to teach the AAT, I knew all the bookkeeping side of it because it started right from basics. So I was with all these like 16-year-olds at college. And I remember going to the toilet and them all just following me. And I remember this one time sitting in the cubicles and there's these 2 girls, and I don't know who they were, bless them or anything, but they were just following me around because I was like 19 and older. And obviously I was probably really tall and skinny then. I would have been like tall and skinny, 19. I'm probably walking around thinking I own place, you know what I mean, like you do at 19. And then I just thought to myself, I remember going home to mum and I remember thinking, I can't do it, mum, I'm not doing it. And I don't think it even lasted a week because I couldn't go back and sit in the classroom. And that was at 19. That was pretty bad, that, really.
Not really.
And there's a lot of jobs I had that I left because I'm not working for these. I'm not doing that. Bad of me, really. When I think about it, bad of me, really. No, the amount of jobs I've left just because I thought, well, no, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not doing it. And I've left.
Yeah.
Wonder why I'm like that.
I don't know.
I just stand up for myself, I suppose. I know what I want, so no, I'm not staying there. And
you say you would go back to school, Judy, right? So you're now doing your paintings and your cards and your like crafty stuff. You're actually really, really good at it, right? It's absolutely amazing. So I think you probably need now is you need a bit of counselling off moi.
Kick up backside.
And encouragement. Because it is good.
It is,
and it is confidence and it's that encouragement.
Certain people I don't get encouragement of.
Right,
that's
so
what it is.
I'm going to say this. It all starts with you and you loving yourself. That's really for anybody out there that's struggling at the moment.
Yeah.
You've got to love yourself before anybody can love you or you can love anything. You've got to love yourself. You've got to look at yourself in the mirror and just think, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, Samantha. I love you, Samantha. You are beautiful. Anyway, on that note,
your hair, we like that.
on that note, we have another couple of questions from the listeners. Should I read them out?
Yeah, you read them out.
Okay then. So the
first bossy one.
Yeah. The first one from Tracy. Do you have any animals?
Tracy.
Hi Tracy. Yes. Yeah. Do you have any animals and what are they? Judy, you want to go first?
Yeah. I've got 2 dogs that I rescued. So we got Tilly at 9 months. She's an English Cocker Spaniel. And then we've got Walter. He's a cockapoo and we got him at 7 months. I love them. There is a bit of a story to them, but I love them to pieces. They get me up in the morning. They get me out.
Nice.
And I've got a cat. She's called Ruby. She's pure white and she's about 20 years old.
Honestly.
Yeah.
20 years old.
Oh, bless her.
What have you got, Catherine?
I've got a dog, a cockapoo called Clark, and a leopard gecko called Sky.
Oh, I remember that gecko when it went missing when I babysat one day.
Babysat, we'd only had it for 3 days. And
Oh
you
my
lost
God.
it.
I tell you what, did I turn the heating on or off? I don't know how I saved it. I don't know how you found it.
No, did we tell you to turn the heating off? Oh, I don't know.
2 hours, 2 or 3 hours I looked for that. Late at night, I stripped her bed and everything. She was in tears. Oh my God.
I think I remember you ringing me about that.
Oh my God.
Well, it
Anyway.
was tiny then, wasn't it? Because she was only a baby.
Yeah.
The gecko.
Where did you find it? Down? She'd gone downstairs.
Huddled in a corner by the shoe cupboard.
We thought the cat had eaten it.
Oh,
Because you had Leo then.
Well, I think the worst thing was we thought if it had got under the... Were we doing some housework?
I don't know, I can't
We
remember.
said if it got under the floorboards, that'd be it. Done.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to find her. Anyway,
She'd left
found
that
her.
door. She'd left the door open. She reckoned she hadn't. She must have done, and it must have jumped out.
Yeah, of course it has. And she's about 5,
Yeah.
and she's probably got another 10 to 15 years to live. So
Oh,
I've got her for a while.
That's lovely. From Karen, what have you got?
A zoo. Yeah, a zoo. 2 dogs, 3 tortoises, a cat, and about 30 bloody fish that keep reproducing constantly.
They're outside though, yeah? And you
Yeah,
told
they're
me-
in the pond outside.
That's lovely. That.
Oh, yeah, it is
But yeah,
nice.
they are. Yeah. But
Will
we
they
have,
start eating each other then if they get overcrowded?
no, what they do is, which I didn't realise that they do this, so when they have babies,
This is the fish, yeah?
when the fish have the babies, they will, the other fish that are with them will eat the babies. So what happens is that I think some of the babies go and hide,
Right.
so they get bigger and then they don't eat them. It's only when they're tiny.
Oh.
So
When you all go up,
We can take a fish.
Well, why don't we just have some potatoes and have some fish and chips?
she'll be on barbie with 2 farming fishing.
No, we're going to build another pond.
Oh.
We'll have 3.
That's nice.
One for frogs, because I'm hoping to get some frogs.
Yeah.
Oh, we've had dragonflies. We've had absolutely everything.
That's lovely. Oh, well, I've just got my little black cat,
Oh,
Maluka. She's about 8.5 years old now.
I love a black cat.
But she's like so soft. She's scared of everybody. She just comes and sits and cuddles with me all the time. So that's it. I am thinking I'd like to get a little fish tank.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I think
just
it's
in my
quite
kitchen.
relaxing watching
Yeah, but would your fish go into my fish tank?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Right, I'm going to get a tank.
Cold water.
And I'll be able to just keep it in that. Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Just cold water.
Oh.
Look at me.
all this bit.
I was going to say they're not big though.
No, right, so they're about...
I was going to say I can't.
The bigger ones are this big. No,
Well, how big?
How big
People can't see you.
Right, well, I don't know, what?
6 inches.
7 inches.
Yeah.
Right, so when we first got them, they were about 1.5 inches.
Right.
6 months ago. But they'll only grow as big as what your tank is. So at the minute, we've got the babies as well. So we had 6, one died, so we've got 5 big ones, and then we've got about 20, 25 little ones, ranging from about 1 inch up to about 2.5 inches.
So if they put into a smaller tank, they'd only stay like that, would they?
They'd only stay small.
Fair. That doesn't seem fair though. That
Yeah, it's fine.
You stunt the growth. Right.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Right.
Yeah,
second
fine.
question is from Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob. Who's the sister that absolutely cannot whisper to save her life?
Well, there's only one.
We're all pointing.
Trudy!
Trudy doesn't even need a drink, but she can't whisper. Even if you're sat in a cafe having a coffee, she'll be talking about something and I'll be saying, just talk a bit quieter. Just a bit quieter. Everyone can hear.
Well, what do you expect? When I was younger, I had to talk all over you.
Do you think you might need to go for your ears testing?
I said that to one.
Now wrong with my ears.
I was like, why do you go for an ear?
I think over 50, I think you can get a free one now, can't you? Specsavers.
My ears are all right. My eyes, different
Well,
story.
give her half a lager and that volume just goes up. No.
I'm sorry, but you're all saying.
Oh, no.
You can get loud, Catherine.
No,
you
I
are
think
just
we
as
are,
loud
but
as me.
Sam's close second. Then Karen probably than me.
Yeah.
I
I will admit it though, because sometimes I have to say to him when I'm at work, if I shout, just tell me. Because sometimes if my ears are feeling a bit off, then my volume.
I admit that I can be loud. I like it. It's when I'm giddy. It's when I'm giddy. Especially now it's.
I like to be
Especially now
heard.
it's only like 2 weeks off Christmas, is it? Is it 2 weeks? I don't know. What even day is Christmas Day on? I don't even know.
Thursday.
So it must be 2 weeks on Thursday then. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
2 weeks on Thursday. Anyway, less of my singing. So, thank you for listening, everybody, to the Four Real Sisters podcast. See, I'm really getting excited now with Christmas. Thanks for listening to Four Real Sisters podcast. Unscripted, unfiltered, unforgettable. Don't forget to follow, share and subscribe. And we'll see you next week. Until then, Merry Christmas!